and feel like if I remember correctly, we're going to recanonize some stuff. So we are actually going to go over to just here, just for a short moment. As Dogna is looking over towards, or Nyx is looking over to Dogna and where Graka is. And Dogna, you've looking through stuff, wondering what the hell is happening over here. And you hear the little Shaja fan go, "Hey! I didn't realize you're a rat!" And Dogna, as you look down at your hands, you notice, my hands are furrier than I remember. And your nose, you see whiskers. Kind of really long whiskers kind of going out to the side of your vision.
Squeak!
Squeak.
Squeak, squeak. You're a rat! You're a rat! You're
I'm a rat.
A rat!
Uh-huh.
Squeak!
Squeak, squeaker, squeak, squeakity.
Squeakums.
Squeaking.
You said what about my mother?
Squeak it, squeak it, squeak it, squeak it.
You take that back, you son of a...
Squeakums.
As Kalis, you wake up to the wonderful sensation of Ash licking your face. How do you respond?
He gently puts a hand up and both pushing away the snout but also scratching behind the ear. Tries to sit up.
Luna, Ilyana, as you wake up asking, "Where's Luna?" Luna, you hear Shepard speak to you. "I think she is back at Kirk Lacus."
Fuck.
Oh, don't worry, you're not that far.
We reset the world and we couldn't even keep the candy. Oh, well.
I don't mind it. I mean, you guys did great. In fact, I knew you guys would wake up. Sure you did. For the record, three of you are in the bed and Graka's on the floor.
Oh.
Is he still Grocket? Or rat?
No, he is Grok, the Wild Runner. Although there are some nice scratch marks on the floor. It's pretty big ones.
Dagna's sitting up in the bed and feeling her nose and her ears, just making sure that she's back. No fur, no whiskers. Okay, we've been through this once already, right? Are we actually awake this time?
I'm pretty sure you are. What do you mean you haven't wake once? Did you have a bad dream?
Did anybody else think that we had transported halfway across the world somehow and we were in Vossport? Am I crazy? Or does anybody else remember that?
I just remember petting Ash and sitting around being bored.
I would like to know why we're in a communal bed with people watching us sleep. This is kind of creepy.
Well, there's not much in terms of medical or hospitals around here. This is the best we could do on short notice.
Where is here exactly?
West Laketown. Pretty big city. Town.
DM, how far away is that from where we were?
Like,
not far.
Yeah, basically you just
not far.
shoot across
Okay.
the lake, like a day's walk.
Okay.
Were we carried here?
Second, let me put this back in navigation. Yes, we had some help. I mean, the paladin, two of the newcomers. They've had
the
two
paladin.
newcomers.
The paladin was here. Was he watching? Was he watching us sleep?
Well, he tried to heal and see if you guys could wake up early, but there was this flying golem that helped too.
What?
I'm sorry, flying golem?
Yeah, like a little gestures like a sphere. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. A flying golem. You see his eyes go over to, it looks like there are 4 glass containers on the ground. Look like they're empty vials. In terms of shape and size, just imagine a really large, a really tall drink in terms of size, shape.
Does this ring any bells for Dagna?
No.
Hmm.
The golem was nice enough to give us these vials. This seemed to have, well, sutured your wounds. I mean, even Jors was here for a little bit, helped get this one back to his, more humanoid shape.
Where is Jors?
I don't know. He had to ran back off to Skyhome for something important. Don't mind the old man. He's a little strange. Frankly, sometimes I think he's a hack.
Don't say. GM, how do we feel? Like, how do we
Hungover.
hungover? Okay.
Yeah. Graka probably the worst because he's kind of just on the floor.
Graka's not actually quite awake yet.
That would track.
He rolled over,
Yeah.
people are moving about, he's kind of stirring, but...
Ilyana would like to just sort of check on him and maybe lay a hand on him and just see if he's breathing or okay or whatever.
Yeah, I'd imagine Graka's probably breathing. I mean, hungover.
Yep, very shallow,
Does he
long
snore?
breaths,
Okay,
but
shallow.
definitely not the same breathing cadence as maybe a normal humanoid. His breaths are a lot longer, a lot more drawn out. But he's breathing.
Is he going to be okay?
That's what the flying golem said. You just inject him with the thing and they'll be all right.
Inject what? What?
What exactly did they inject us with?
Some kind of healing elixir. You guys' wounds were pretty bad.
How did we get... I don't remember getting hurt. Wait.
The
What,
giant.
what exactly happened after we set that device off?
Could you perhaps start from start to finish instead of piecemeal?
Let's see. Well, there was that bright flash, and it seemed to have vaporized the zombies, which was good. But unfortunately, it seemed to have caused some... I don't know how to describe it. Imagine if, like, time itself started cutting your skin. There was a lot of surface and other bleeding kind of wounds. Can't explain why it only affected you 4. The paladin was a little hurt too, but he seemed to recover much quicker.
My head hurts enough already. I can't take this explanation. I gotta go.
Well, we were close
All
to...
right.
So, Ilya, before I forget, you're on the second floor too, so these are just windows going outside.
I knew that.
Just making sure.
I jump out the window.
No, wrong character!
So being a Dathomirian witch,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that there's some general knowledge about powerful force creatures disturbing beings they come into contact with. So would that be something Kalis and Ileana would kind of be able to suppose happened?
I think I understand, but could you explain it to me again?
We encountered a big ass 10 force rating dragon.
Okay.
Oh, we
It
saw big
lived-
ass. Yeah.
My narrative interpretation would be
Mhm.
because it was a force beast or very powerful
Mhm.
that it left a signature or a mark on everyone around it.
Yes, in the as Dathomirians, you would be more cognizant than
Yes.
really anyone else on the idea of
So
force residue.
with that being said, Kalis would say, well, perhaps because we encountered that giant flying creature in the desert, we had residue from the force. I think some of the elders of our sisters would say. Ileana would know a little bit more. I'm more of just a huntress, but sometimes you hear things.
So, what you're suggesting that this residue affected us somehow when we set off that thing?
Well, it stands to reason if that's the only difference between us and those that stood next to us.
How's that explain the paladin then?
Perhaps he was close enough to you godchildren.
Or he was rather close to Ileana multiple times. And she has a shit-eating grin looking over towards Ileana.
I need some food. Yeah.
Ash, how are you? And she gets off the bed and then kneels in front of him.
Woof.
Jesus
Ash looks pretty
Christ.
happy. I think I'm good. I was actually kind of worried that you wouldn't make it.
I pulled a 10,000 credit bit out of his ear. No.
How many weapons does he have now?
You can only see the knife.
That doesn't mean there aren't more.
It's being levitated next to his head.
He has the knife sheathed on next to his front shoulder.
How does he grab the knife? I'm so.
Okay, we're
Very-
getting a bit messy over here for
very-
a second.
Definitely.
I get it. He's got it sheathed on the shoulder.
It's
He
a
can
quick
turn his
sheath,
head
yeah.
to grab it out of the
Exactly.
sheath. I
Yeah.
get it. It's like it's attached almost to a collar of some sort, but
Exactly.
a little bit
Exactly.
maybe higher, so he could turn.
Like
it
an
around.
operator or a tactical operator.
Yeah, he's grabbing his teeth. Because he's fighting with his teeth with the knife.
It's like a walking band's harmonica. It's just right there, ready to grab.
That dragon.
Oh, geez, Trance.
What kind of residue dragon thing are you guys talking about? I mean, it's been a heck of a night, but
I think you just call it magic. Or am I misremembering?
yeah, it's not important. What is important is that you guys are awake. And once again, thank you for
Wow.
saving me and my, other two people from Woodlunter. They're mostly pretty happy with everything else, although they were freaked out after they saw the giant cat thing collapse. Yeah, it took there were some people that I guess joined us towards the very end, these sun spitters, and took two of them to carry what was your name? I don't think I asked for it.
Pointing
Went over
at
to Graka. Went over to Graka.
Graka's not
Is Graka-
fully conscious yet.
What is its name?
His name is Groka, and Dagnall like kneel next to him and just kind of like gently like give him a little shake. Like, Groka, come on, wake up, buddy.
You see like an eye slowly pull open, kind of snaps, and there's a gooey sound that happens as it opens.
Jeez.
Yeah. You know, he kind of reminds me of some people I've heard. You don't eat people, right?
No, he doesn't eat people. My goodness.
Is that you?
I feel hungry that I
Hey.
might consider doing so, but
Hey, Groka, how you feeling?
How do I? I had a long punyoe viage.
Uh-huh. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I think we all did. Seems that we're all in one piece, at least.
That is good. Where are we? This Lika. I do not remember.
We're a bit east of where we were. Apparently, after we set that device off, we had to be brought here for medical attention, I suppose.
He just kind of shakes his head. I only remember Supeikara. Then fight many Chakti Tiki.
I think that's about all most of us remember. Did you have strange dreams?
Yes. Punyoi Tiviage. Dreams. Wanderings of sleep. You were like me. Rat.
You saw that too? I dreamed that.
rat?
Yes.
What is this about rats? What is a rat?
Groko will kind of like shift himself into a position and attempt to change into a rat and slowly falls
Oh,
over and hits
jeez.
the wall.
No, Groka, don't overexert yourself, buddy. We should maybe just take our time and reacclimate to things. We've been asleep for a while.
Yeah, you've been asleep for days.
Days?
Yeah, about 8 or 9 days, I think. I mean, it's including, you know, the day or two it took to travel you over here.
What happened to the Kirk? Is everyone okay?
Everyone's fine. Cornet is actually doing a pretty good job of keeping the peace over there. Most of the town folk, especially with Graka in that cat form, were, well, a little spooked in the aftermath when they started thinking about it. Unfair prejudice, I think, but after all that's happened, and, well, you know, rumors flying around.
I mean, they did realize that the giant cat was fighting those zombies, right?
It takes more than one battle to defeat prejudice.
I suppose
Not
that's true.
I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm just saying what they did. Oh, don't worry. The tides of change are coming soon enough.
I am thirsty. Chuck, where do we get water?
Is there like a water pitcher in this room, or
Yeah, there actually would be like if I wrote a vase of glass on this table. Yes, Shepherd will
I
take it
just
over.
had this image of like a flower vase with a plant in it that Kroka just dumps out.
I mean, it is a pasty repurposed flower vase.
Yep, Groka steps forward and lifts up the vase, pulls the plants out of it, and proceeds to down the entire thing. Slowly.
Kroka, wait. Well, okay, yeah, that's pretty par for the course. All right.
You must be pretty thirsty.
You say it has been many days, yes?
Yeah? I guess that makes sense. You know, I'd be pretty thirsty if I didn't drink for 8 days either.
I need this, or I may be dry, uncomfortable. Just turns and sets the empty vase back down and tilts his head to one side. There's a couple cracks. He tilts it the other way. There's a couple more cracks. And you see, after he drank all of this, there seems to be a slightly more greenish hue to the skin that had turned mostly golden yellow at this point. So he's slowly gaining some of his green pigmentation back.
Woo, woo.
God damn it.
You're looking a lot better.
You still talk in my mind. I thought you part of Punyoe Viaje.
You can consider me a rebel then.
I know not that word.
In the Graka, in the back of your mind, you hear a second voice. Are you sure? Some would argue the Ajuki are rebels themselves to the Andante.
Maybe I need more sustenance.
Yeah, why don't we all go downstairs, get some sustenance? I'm sure, you know, the Paladin would be happy to see you. And a few of the other town folk.
Oh, if the Paladin is here, I'm sure that Ileana is already quite aware of his presence and is making comfortable.
Scooting back down over to Ileana with that comment. How long does it take?
Munch, munch, munch.
Munch at the eggs. So, what brings you here?
Which one's talking?
The one, the shopkeeper / barkeep.
Okay.
The one who gave the eggs.
I don't know.
She is with us. You're two people down the stools.
Ileana kind of looks over side eye, but just keeps eating.
Oh, you were the people that needed a rest and shelter for a while. I've heard good things about you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you saved a whole town. You know, was burning lights in the enveloping darkness. I heard you got some
Yeah.
nasty wounds, but it doesn't look
Yeah,
like it now.
That sounds familiar. We had a rough night, though, I think. I don't remember everything.
You hear clang, clang, clang of the paladin approaching you.
Humana.
Are you sure?
Oh! Ah! He looks really embarrassed and, like, is,
Can you give me a
tries to, like, fix her hair a little, like,
Can you give me a
hurriedly... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Can you give me a 2 purple cool check while you describe that?
Let's see here. Oh, not
Channel
so bad.
your inner Mordon.
Oh, terrible.
Hey.
Ooh.
Oh, describe.
Yeah,
Keely.
so she tries to fix her hair and like it's just there's like egg on her and it's bad. It's bad. She's like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry. Hi. Hi."
As the paladin extends out his hands, it kind of cups your chin, for lack of a better word.
Oh
I
boy.
can't do anything to impress me, Ilya.
Ooh.
Whoa, wow, okay.
Ooh.
Right out of the gate.
Okay.
So as the rest of the party comes down to the scene, so Kraka, Kalis, and Dagna, you come down to see the paladin being quite flirtatious with Ilyana.
Oh, jeez.
Kalis's hand is over the activation button for her plasma bow. Wondering what the hell's going on. But otherwise is just hanging back.
Meanwhile, Ileana is getting her own plasma bow activated.
Oh
As
Lord. Not that arrow.
no,
I
she
can
has
put
a
one in the
sword
knee.
instead.
She doesn't see any. She notices nothing.
As you guys come down the stairs, the paladin will suddenly pull his hand back and be a little embarrassed.
Oh,
Well,
okay. Yeah. Oh, guys, there's eggs and stuff. Look, it's really good.
Groka walks down
Look up
slowly
to-
and goes past the two, and then he stops and turns and takes a big sniff. Kind of gives a side eye to the paladin, and then at Ilyana.
What? There's no showers. Stop sniffing me.
I see. And he
That's
just
why the boys
continues
use
walking on.
so Kalis walks past, Graka walks past. What about Dagna?
I think that after witnessing all of this, she's just like, little sheltered Dagna is just, kind of oblivious, and she's just going to, she'll just walk up to the bar and just, ask for like a plate of just, whatever breakfast stuffs that they have ready, and just, like grab it and carry it to the table over here and just, sit down and stuff her face. I imagine that she is quite hungry right now.
How would you like your eggs?
Is that a come on? That was not in
No.
character.
No, she's asking how do you want your eggs? Dagna, why don't you give me a a
Not everything is innuendo. God.
Gonna be one of
I
those.
can't believe I'm
episodes.
saying that.
Chad egg making.
why,
So-
why don't you give me a 2 purple knowledge? Let's call it outer rim.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's going to be out the rim.
Oh, jeez. Get the fuck out of
And-
here.
Banned on Twitch. Stream to $10 Patreon tier. Oh no!
Look at that. Look at all those advantages. What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
It's a whole new world.
World. You've got
Garbage,
Dregs
that's what it
Dice
is.
Curse.
After the fever dream it spread, now we're all infected.
So
We
you
all
don't
woke
know.
up in the same bed.
Oh no.
So Donna, you don't know why there's so many eggs, or why she keeps referring to asking, how do you want your eggs?
I
But
don't
what-
think I care why there's so many eggs. I just want
What?
the eggs.
What else would you like to know about this town?
About the town.
Yeah.
How okay, well I guess the first question I would ask is like how big is it in terms of population?
We'll go with a modest. You got maybe a couple hundred people.
Okay.
The town's less focused on people living there, more focused on basically a giant granary. If you know what a granary is.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, how they sustain themselves.
Granary.
Okay.
So much grain.
So much grain. Okay.
Ooh.
What else? I think you got, another 3 advantage worth.
Oh, is that okay?
I think those are
Least-
pretty basic facts. I think it's only worth an advantage.
Okay. So I guess that I would want to know, like, the fact that we were brought here from
Mhm.
Kirklakis for like medical attention or whatever, is that like, is this a place where people are typically brought for that sort of thing, or?
It's typically the best first option. Like, the place isn't necessarily known for, like a world-renowned medical area. But if you do have it's called a more complicated injury, they would try to drag you to West Laketown if possible. If I knew West Virginia for geography, I'd use an analogy.
That's okay.
Anywhere's
Yeah, you know how there's like outlying communities, and there's like a more centralized town where like much
Mhm.
the more services are.
Mhm.
That would be the analogy.
Okay.
This is where the markets are, where everyone
where the
congregates.
It
Okay.
is where the markets are and people congregate.
Okay.
Where are we on this map? In the gray building?
You are no. The gray building is a giant granary. You're up here in your number
Oh,
5
okay.
in the upper left hand.
Snowbridge.
Snow bridge.
Cool.
So yeah, it's not world renowned, but it's way better than you would get in say Woodlunter or Kirklakis.
Right. Okay.
You can learn a thing or two. You can pocket it for later if you don't have any other.
I think I'll
questions.
pocket it.
Sounds good. As you're thinking about that, you see I guess the barkeep, for lack of a better word, so many eggs. Just eggs nonstop, and a little bit of bread.
Okay.
Where should I put this? Do you want me to give it to you? Do you want me to put it on the table?
Just on the table is good. Yeah, thanks.
There's probably enough eggs here to recreate a small child.
Okay. That's-
I cannot state how many eggs there are. here.
Is it free or is she expecting payment?
It does not look like she's expecting payment, so.
A
Oh,
hero's
she-
feast. Got it.
That was cool.
Dagna may think to ask about the overabundance of eggs later, but for now she is just going to sit and eat a lot.
Oh man, it's good to see you awake, Ilyana. I'll be honest, I thought you would never wake up.
Oh, yes, you saw me when I was sleeping?
Well, I had to carry you from
when
Kurt-
you're sleeping.
You carried me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you were unconscious, so you didn't know, but I guess now you
oh
do.
thank you. Thank you so much. Is there somewhere where I might be able to, like, take a bath or shower or something? I feel kind of gross.
He's thinking about it. I guess best you could do is, I guess like what this guy said.
Well,
You might walk a bit and jump into the lake.
okay, I'll keep that in mind. How long have we been sleeping or
Days?
out of it? Oh my goodness, we've been in that room for days. Jeez.
Yeah,
Well.
it does not smell good.
Yes, I'm sorry. And she, retreats into herself a bit. Oh, look, it's the dog.
What's wrong with the dog?
Nothing. Hi, doggy.
Woo, woo. Ash is just happy to see you.
Jesus Christ. I can't.
Yes, it's good to see you. I smell almost as bad as you now.
Very funny.
it's very funny.
Telepathically, you
Well, I'm glad you're okay, doggy.
Kind of looks over at the barkeep.
Oh, if I have any eggs left, I give it to the wolf. There
Yes,
you
he
go.
will happily devour any eggs you give to him.
There you go.
Um,
Put the plate back on the counter. Thank you so much. What do I owe you?
Oh, this is on the house. You've already
What?
paid for. Well, I mean, not you, but someone's already paid for your stay.
Oh, I couldn't accept that. I should pay you. She starts fishing for money. I don't think I actually have any money. Let me check.
Well, let's make sure of that truth before.
Dear. Money. I don't remember where my money. Oh, that's right. It's up in these things. Oh, I do. Do I actually have that money or did I just forget? Anyway, if I have any credits, which I guess are gold now or
Yes.
something.
Gold pieces, essentially.
Let's see. Oh no, I'm out. She reaches into what few pockets she has and sort of turns them inside out and says, "Oh well, that's good. Yeah. Who paid for us?
I don't know, some old man named Jors.
Oh, it's that guy. Well,
Oh, this asshole. No, I'm sorry.
I suppose I appreciate that. What did he pay for exactly so I know not to exceed our hospitality?
He paid for a room for 8 or 9 nights, I think. I'll have to double check. Which also comes with food and general amenities. If you need to wash your clothes, I can wash the clothes.
was very generous of him. I don't suppose, and Ilyana wasn't, upstairs. She wandered down. So I don't suppose he is still around here somewhere.
No, it was very weird. He kind of showed up with a few other people, like those two, and I don't know. Pretty as soon as he got here and I guess plopped you on the bed, he kind of spent the money, gave me the money, and left.
Well,
I don't know. He was
She
mumbling
looks to the
something
right.
important.
she looks to the right down the bar and gives a little half wave. Hello.
The two give you a wave back.
Well, thank you for letting me know. What was your name?
Sarah.
Okay, Sarah. Thank you. I will talk to you soon, and I need to talk to my friend here. She turns back around to the paladin. So, what is going on with Jors then? I guess he took off, huh?
Your guess honestly is as good as mine. All I knew, he was mumbling about something important. He had to be back in Skyhome for it.
Okay.
Well, mumbling might be the best thing. He basically got on his horse and went.
Well, it looks like we have room and board for like a week. Oh,
Well, it might almost be expiring, but it wasn't too expensive, I think. Besides, I'm sure there's enough jobs to do around here, or, we can always keep moving.
what are your plans for the future here in the next couple of days? I mean, not in the future. She gets embarrassed.
You see the paladin starting to scratch the back of his neck and kind of looking awkwardly away from you.
Oh, so stupid. Yeah, no, you're so dumb.
Well, I guess George did his thing. And, I don't know, I'd have to ask another paladin to see what the next assignment should be. Oh, I'd have to travel all the way across the Madlands again, and, well... they did say, it's one of those assignments where I gotta figure things out myself,
Not really, but
I don't have any plans, basically.
Oh,
Aside from serving the general good, but, it's kind of a situation that pops up.
yes. Well, I don't know what trouble my friends and I will be getting up to, but it sure would be good to have you around if you don't think you need to go right away.
Sounds good.
I'll let you think about it. I should go talk to my friends. Sauntering walk.
Uh-oh. Is that a roll I hear?
It's like a roll to saunter.
Exactly. I'm a professional. Come on.
Cool.
Yeah, 2 purple sauntering check.
Exactly. And I get to add 16 yellow dice, right?
Does not go above 7.
Ulaka Iliana. Come. Have you eaten?
Yes, I did, Groka. But maybe I could have a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like we've been asleep forever.
Yachak. Jaka Nwali. Much hunger. Indicating by the giant plate of eggs.
Well, I
ever
mean,
diminishing giant
she
plate.
brought it to share,
Oh, I was about to ask.
Yeah. No,
You're
he
gonna
did not.
eat a small
and I-
child's worth of eggs?
I was going to say this plate of eggs is probably as tall as she is. She did not intend for this all to be all to herself. So
I'm guessing there's also bread.
Yes, and there's also bread.
yes.
Eggs and bread are the staple in this town.
And sheep bacon.
In the district of the town, just a little bit less, but
Not
that is
as
story for
much
another
sheep
time.
bacon. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oof. So, what are you guys gonna do next? Shepherd
Well-
starts consuming a little bit of the eggs, more of the bread.
Lay off,
No.
man! I'm starving. No. Kalis gets some for herself, and then also scoops some onto a plate and offers it to Ash next to her.
Ash's tail is wagging from all the free food.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm pretty broke. I think we need some work or find some contract work or something around here. It was nice of George to pay. Did you hear? He paid for us to have room and board here for like 8 days.
Wow. It's a interesting timing then. It's like he would know how long you guys would be knocked out.
What?
Well, he is a what does you call a wizard? Perhaps he.
Chaman yorak. Nine.
A doctor?
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you stop believing in coincidences and start believing in fate. Yeah, as far as jobs go, well, sure there's a few things you could do around here. I mean, from what I hear about this town, they're always worried about rogue wildlife.
After dealing with zombies, rogue wildlife almost sounds like a treat.
Yeah, that would be that would certainly be something. Yeah, even at the stores I hear about, like gray swallowing. I mean, if you looking over especially at Dogna, I mean, if you had it in there, I mean, we'd all be soup by now.
Yes, well, I had quite a bit of help, but I'm grateful that I was able to do what I could. Did Jors say anything to you before he left? I find it a bit concerning that he didn't even wait to see if we would wake up. Or perhaps I'm just taking it a little personally, I thought that he would at least say goodbye to me.
Yeah, I would have thought too. He did speak a lot about how capable and competent you were. I too thought it was very strange that as soon as we got here, he paid and, well, basically ran all night. It's like the guy doesn't sleep.
Yeah, that sounds like him. So,
Well,
would I have any inkling of what Jors may have rushed back to Skyholm for?
You could spend a destiny point to try.
Well, I mean, we've got him to spare. Why the hell not?
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah, I'll flip that destiny point, sure.
Give me a 5 purple lore check, please.
Lore, 5 purple. Okay, is there any way that I could leverage my remaining advantage to maybe scale that back a tad?
You advantage on a check involving knowing about this town. I'm not so sure, mostly because I'm not sure how the 2 pieces of information could relate.
Fine. Okay.
Could she understand? I have a better chance of understanding if I give her drugs.
Yes.
Really?
We just woke up from 2 days of sleep. Jesus.
Groka will not
8
give
days
her
of sleep.
Wake
drugs.
and bake! Let's go!
Wake and
Groka will
bake.
not give her drugs. He will
Man.
not know that she is thinking about Jors.
Fine.
wait.
5
So-
purple? Jesus.
So we don't have any more days left on this. Okay.
You have like a night left.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's about what I
Worse.
expected.
It's actually pretty darn close, honestly.
Mm.
It's really close.
Yeah, you're really close.
Double failures.
Treg, I am very angry at you right now.
Sorry.
I'm choosing to blame you.
Sorry. I accept
Should have
your
given your drugs.
Damn, wish I took drugs.
So did I get anything at all?
Yes, you did. So you do not know the exact reason that he needs to be back in Skyhome. But, ... perhaps an adjacent question can be answered.
Okay. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Trying to work my way there.
Yeah, you won't get the original answer you're looking for, but you'll find a pretty close answer. Just rephrasing the question would help.
Okay, let me ask this. Would I get any inkling of whether this would have anything to do with a certain super secretive group of astromancers that I happen to know that he is a part of?
Yes, it would be highly related. You would
Oh, okay.
imagine. In fact, if you look outside, it's almost a full moon. Allegedly, they'll have their meetings when it's a full moon.
Okay.
So whatever it is, I'm sure he's rushing to get back to meet his friends for some kind. I mean, after all, this would probably be the first full moon since the comet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a topic of discussion. Maybe it's talking about, hey, guys, I stopped a zombie plague. We should really figure out who put the zombie plague out there, because that was bad news. You have a couple different thoughts of what they could be talking about. You don't know for sure.
Okay.
But you're pretty confident he's going to talk with his super secretive friends.
Okay.
Come on, Jors would go back and tell them, it's okay, guys, everything's under control. I have my best people on it.
If we're the best people, then we're in trouble.
That's on brand for Jors, though.
Top men.
Top men.
Fearless Whisper.
So yes, as a shepherd's like, I don't know. Whatever it was, it seemed to be very important, almost like his life depended on it. I'm surprised he's running back through the Madlands by himself, it seemed like. Certainly didn't think he was going to wait for a convoy or an escort from departure.
Well, if I know Jors, he's not especially one to wait for the safe route when the quicker route will serve. And she kind of looks out the window and notices the full moon, and then, yeah, the realization kind of dawns on her. And if memory serves, I've just remembered, I think that he has somewhere that he has to be right now. So I can't say that I'm terribly surprised by his sudden departure, but Jors knows how to handle himself.
I sure hope so. Well, he probably hopes so more, because, you know, if he doesn't know, he's... Well, let's hope the Raiders don't fight him.
A couple of raiders aren't going to slow Jors down, trust me.
What, he's gonna shoot like lightning from his fingers or something like that?
He could if he wanted to.
Shepard is taken aback by the idea. Tilts his face over to the side, confused, concerned, more concerned.
Hey, it's fine. You just
Uh-huh.
have to make sure that you're not on his bad side.
Hmm. Okay then. It's
Have I just broken his brain?
yeah, you might have been breaking his brain on the concept because now he's confused on something completely. His mind's on a slightly separate track. Like, wait a second. Now he's got his finger and an L on his chin, thinking pensively. Wait, why couldn't he just? I'm not gonna think about it. He's long gone.
Jackie Shepard. What happened to Jaakta Tike? The monsters fighting the city.
Oh, well. Gone. Look, when I was reading the books over back at Kirklakis, the only thing best way I could describe it is if a god came with an eraser and literally erased them from the play.
Well, that's good. That's what we wanted, right?
Yeah, God might have accidentally erased a little bit of you. Hence the injuries.
That is a little bit concerning.
Well, I think you're not glowing cyan anymore, so I think you're fine.
It is like stories. Maki Harkok. He who protect.
Who protects?
As
Sorry, could you say that name one more time?
Maki Harkok.
Oh.
One of old gods of land and sky.
Land and sky. Land and sky. You know, there is a legend about that. Yes. Sort of like a relative of the moon and the sun.
They are all the same story. Yes.
Fascinating. And where did this younger brother go?
No. Stories unclear. Some say dead became earth. Others say magic. Gon Lekacheira consumed him. Became Wila Naira.
I wonder if that has to do with the city of the Ashen Glow.
I know not of Punkajaki Lakta, but
Well, I don't know how on earth you would drill underneath Chrysophyll Peak, but there are stories of a whole town filled with, well, the gods underneath it. Some people hear noise, but those are few and far between.
we do not. My Ijuki do not go under the earth. That is where Leka Chaira comes from. Snakaska.
Lakishura?
You
Sounds
try.
kind of sounds. It sounds like the blackened spirit. Is that like a translation similar in your language?
What Leka Chaira is magic, bad, dangerous. The monsters, they were given life by Leka Chaira.
Sounds like a traditional description of black magic, then. Necromancy, whatever other word you want to put to it.
It is good that monsters are gone. Looks over at the rest of the party. Fought
Shepherd.
well.
Hmm?
Oh, what happened to the artifact?
Funny story about that. I think that too got erased. Well, like the magical part of the artifact. The statue's still there, but it's no longer like a giant glass of light kind of thing.
Oh, maybe that's for the best. Something that powerful, we wouldn't want it falling into the wrong hands.
Well, sometimes I kind of wish that for the description that she proposed about this whole tainted residue dragon thing. It'd be nice if that black dragon out in the west was there, and then she'd probably be erased too. But I'm sure heroes will come and defeat her from other means. Don't know how, but
Well, I think that might be a problem for later.
yeah. Well, if I sort of remember, I think you two godchildren are from a land far, far away, and well, I can't imagine that. I'd imagine you're homesick. And I can see you're still stuffing your face with food.
Psst, my sisters.
Not true.
Not necessarily true. Yeah.
Kalis? Are you homesick?
Well, I don't know. It's odd because it does not seem likely that there is a way to go back home. But there are forests. I imagine maybe jungles, wild places that I still felt I can feel at home in there. Exploring.
You guys need to have some more food. I mean, I can ask for some.
Oh,
That's all right. Some of us are getting ready to go back to, well, the granary. We gotta get some food out ready for bringing it back to town. Just thought I'd stop by and say hi and, appreciate the help around the town. Couldn't have been saved without you.
what was your name?
Rona? Rona Biblio? Mayor Woolunter?
Rona, like that? Rona. Okay.
He was the one, out of character, he was the one who was replaced by the goop.
Yep.
In that alternate fantasy environment, yes.
Groka,
I
as,
mean,
as he's starting to kind of step back, Groka just reaches out and kind of pokes his shoulder.
He is not goopy. He is actually kind of bony. And he is old. After all.
Good. Konga Jaki. Not. Supei Pa Akti.
Rona's gonna bop you on the top of the head ever so gently. Hey, I may be old, but I'm not fat. Hey? Listen.
I'm big boned.
What do you take me for? A zombie?
I do not. I am glad you are not zombie. Gives him a small smile.
That's good. Could you imagine some kind of alternative reality where that's the truth?
Oh no, the meta! It's so strong.
Stares at the camera.
There's just a flicker of the fireplace in the background. Camera slowly pans over.
Yeah, the anime cue, the fire crackles, log pops.
Twilight Zone music playing in the background.
Well, we're gonna start getting our food and going back home, so might not see you for a while.
Thank
Yeah,
you for coming out all this way.
Oh, thank you for saving us. And that's not easy, and well, even if some of us have difficulty accepting everyone, we are certainly on the way to make good progress.
Oh, I'm glad that you're of the progressive type then.
I've seen a lot in my life. You either, grow up, be the change you want to see, you can just be a curmudgeony old man and have a really pathetic existence. Yeah, imagine you can say things like, I'm the greatest, I don't need to change, the world needs to change for me. And, kind of gestures, as if he was fatter. Get an extra couple 100 pounds and, claim I'm super healthy and
Happening right
look,
now.
most of those people died off in the hundreds of years ago.
I'm sorry, but I detect that someone didn't have a great day of work today.
You could tell for the other channel. Yeah, most of the people who
Okay, safe travels. Okay, see you later. Yeah. Bye.
come on, old man, you stop telling those stories. Fine, fine. We'll get the food and we'll get it away home.
Woo, that was something. He was.
Ooh,
Wow. I
okay,
think I
yeah.
liked him better as a zombie goose.
He made a good toy, as you say, goop.
Hmm. Really use a shower right about now. Where's the fucking lake?
Well, why don't we I guess we can go in the lake.
Hmm.
Cool luck.
Gotta keep an eye out for the fishing Chad, though.
Yeah.
I know he was part of the fever dream, but you never know.
Was that after? Yeah.
Cool luck, Eliana. That one. And he nods his head toward the paladin. That one has Aunjata Kuape. For
Whatever. He's fine. Yeah, he's nice. Sure. Flips her hair.
That must be a new one. Oh, okay.
I don't even know what the words are that you made up or what. I know exactly.
There's a chart.
He's fine.
I figured it out.
Well, I guess it might be a good time to go to the lake then.
Yes, please.
Yay, lake. Beach episode.
Could stand to lake, you say.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me
I
go
think
get
I need
the-
some time alone.
go get
I
Shred, if you don't have a token for him for going to the beach, let me go grab something real quick.
No.
there it is.
They were-
Aunjatakiape.
Oh my God, Goroka, shut up.
I did go
Is
to.
good. I am happy for you.
Oh, shut up. Goroka, he's right there.
What are you guys saying?
Nothing. We were going to the lake. Yeah. So, I don't know where to go. I don't know how many doors are in this place.
Can I join you?
Oh,
This
jeez.
is kind of
Oh.
weird. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm really
But are you in need
embarrassed.
of
Okay.
some...
I gotta go. I'm gonna go
No.
jump in this thing.
You're jumping into the horse water trough? It's probably filled with spit.
Did you see the cool roll that I rolled?
Kalis at this says, well, Paladin, if you can spare the time, my sister and I are still on the way out of the land. I suppose we wouldn't mind if you could tell us more.
Thank you. Fucking rescue me, Jesus.
Her hand is still almost next to her bow, though.
It's it's like the most benign situation, and Kalis is like, we might have to kill. It's always a possibility.
That's mad. That's mad.
I'm
He's
ready.
looking at my sister. He might have to die.
Oh, I
Yes.
found the token he needs for the beat. 1 second.
It's Thamor, isn't it?
That's what I was thinking of.
Negative. It's a paladin of the sun.
Oh. Uh-huh.
You replace it with a sword, but or a sun sword.
Sun sword. Well, that might give me a good enough time to talk with the newcomers then. Okay, why don't you guys, take a boat, wash up, relax a little bit. You've earned it.
That would be good.
Yeah, the paladin can show you which boat to use.
Yeah, Chuck. Shall we go?
Sure.
We're gonna screen wipe over. Get onto a slightly bigger boat.
Does this one have arcane teleportations things carved into it with the zombie captain?
Unfortunately, it is not. It's not that big. It could fit
Oh.
about 10-ish people. And it's got magical means of power. It's like a magical water jet pushing it.
It's not a magical water jet. It's just an ion thruster.
Magical water
Anyway.
jet.
Anyways,
What?
Kalis finds the turbo.
How did we end up in the middle of a beach? I just wanted to go to the fucking beach, man. We're in the middle of a fucking lake.
Wait, I know this map.
Okay.
This is a boss battle map where there's nothing. Anyways,
It's the snakes.
I'm talking about the original map, the pack. But yeah, this is the. Anyways,
Groka moves himself to the very edge of the barge boat and is dangling as much of himself in the water as possible.
what's Ash doing?
Ash is afraid of the water and is trying to stay in the middle, much in the middle of the boat as she can, or he can.
Someone push the dog in the water.
Kalis is trailing her fingers along the swell.
Nah, water.
Push the dog in the water.
What? Does it make you split into more of yourself or something if you dunk yourself into it?
Nah, it's just
Cold and wet and gets everywhere.
you hear the whining.
Aw.
No, it's just
Guys, you don't want that wet dog smell. Trust me, he's fine.
you can't really see the bottom of the water. Who knows what would be lurking beneath?
A Cthulhu eye comes out. Well, that shit rude, and then goes back down.
It never really occurred to me to figure out if Dagna can swim.
Dagna, are you going to jump into the water? And then Kalis is starting to undo clasps.
Yikes. Why is the
I mean, let's
Awkward.
leave this up to the dice. What would I have to roll to figure out if I can swim?
Athletics.
Oh, okay. I'm great at that.
Yeah, give me a 1 purple athletics check. Let's see how much you're going to struggle with it.
I mean, hey,
Not at all.
You're
Hey,
swimming
look,
just fine.
I succeeded
calm
one.
waters.
All right.
Yeah, you could swim just fine in calm waters. So can Eliana. I don't think there's too
Yay.
much doubt with that.
oh no, I am an agility build, not a strength build. Oh no.
It's okay, guys.
How
I rolled
did you
double
fail that? You
failures.
have
Oh my
more-
God, no! What is this?
I know how that. No. So
I knew it was gonna happen.
We have to save you now.
I know how to play this.
He wasn't actually getting in the
Payless?
water, but
Payless is gonna try hopping over the boat. Ash decides to try and save her from a watery grave, and this is how she falls into the water.
Water, yes! Oh, don't go in the water. Water's where the evil lies.
Wait, what? Ash? No, it's fine. Ah! Blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Ash,
goodness.
let's go so you could kind of float up. I told you.
She glowers at him, and she has long silver with a faint violet hue highlights. The hair comes down to her shoulder
Mhm.
blades, and it's usually hidden within that hood of hers. But is it cold?
It's pretty cold, yeah.
Oh, Illy, you could have said it was actually colder than the water at home.
What?
How about Graka? How does Graka fail to swim easily? Does Graka have to turn into an animal to swim?
he gets into the water initially, and at first you see he almost looks like he's floating. Like his whole body just kind of gets buoyant and is almost just bobbing there. And more of that green hue is coming back to his skin. And you can see that for what it looks like, you almost sense that he is getting thicker. And then starts to slowly start sinking. His legs start going down first, and then the rest of his body before he turns and grabs onto the boat and pulls himself up onto the boat. And yes, he is definitely, there's a visible thickness to him now, whereas before there was a little bit more of like a toned, muscular, stocky build to it. He's a little bit more rotund in this moment.
The Ash will walk over and ask, "So, are you a plant?"
Looks over at the dog. Are you a beast?
I mean, I guess some people call it.
Beast I know can swim. I do not think you are beast. And he grins and kind of lays back on the boat and smiles and stares at the sun. So
Wait,
Yeah,
what
you're
time of
washed
day is
up
it?
now. What day is it?
What time of day?
Early
Because I thought
morning.
that I was just looking at the full moon a little while ago.
Yeah, you were looking at the full moon because it's very early morning. You know how at the
Mhm.
edge of a
you can still see the moon in the morning sometimes.
I gotcha. Okay,
yeah.
just making sure.
Now it's good earlier, later in the morning. All right. So yeah, Guys are all swimming. You're all washed up
In thickened.
One- and thickened.
And thickened.
What else are you guys up to on this?
I mean, I think we're just all enjoying some well-earned.
Well earned.
R&R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can think of a lot of things to do, but it mostly involves like going off alone. Was there
You could be close to the beach if you want.
sure. No, I'm thinking back to the last scene where we were in the I guess it was like an inn or something or of some sort.
Yeah, it's like a inn tavern kind of thing.
Okay, so I'll serve you up one, Trent. Was there like a job board or something?
Yes. Yes, there is a job board in there.
Cool. So, other than continuing this particular scene by playing out sun drying with the paladin buddy, which I would happily do, but I don't want to subject everyone else to.
Or
I
you-
would suggest we go back and look at the job board.
Yeah.
I'm down with that. That means I don't have to
Mm-hmm.
keep making up random physiological facts about Rokai, how his physiology works with water.
Sounds good. Let's go back to the job board.
Do we need to drain him?
Yeah, eventually.
I think that's sun dry, right?
He's a cactus. He is fully soaked up now, and he's happily saturated. I'm not
Never
taking
mind.
that bait. No, I'm not. I purposely avoided that bait.
That hurt. That hurt.
Gutter.
Do
Mind-
we need to drain him? Okay, I'm putting that. in
Mind-
the
I
thing.
didn't mean that
Gutter.
to be sexual. It was an honest question.
I'm sorry. It's not up to you.
This is weak.
This is weak when everyone's having in on it.
I feel enfreshened. Okay. Let's go.
Freshened, thickened.
What does the job board have on it?
It's got
And
a
how
few
much
messages.
money can we make?
Let's see. One more is gonna finish typing. All right, you got 4 different job opportunities for this. The first one is a relatively simple one, just pest control. You know, the chickens do a good job, but you know, there's still rats around this place. So they're hoping there's some.
big?
I mean, they are of usual size, so.
Rodents of unusual size.
Perhaps. Now, for some reason, their typical methods of pest control of the chickens is not working. Somehow, there seems to be rats that are taking eggs. It's very strange.
Oh, they're just hungry. What about the next one?
Mysterious explosion. Someone reported a very large explosion a couple miles south of this town, and they want to kind of figure out where and how. Mainly because, like grain silos are also very explosive under the right circumstances, and
Oh,
really don't want that to happen. They're trying to figure out, okay, what exploded in the forest? And I'm not going in the forest. That's where the bears are.
and other things.
Hmm.
You have the cursed crops. One of the farmers does suspect that his crops are cursed, and he is hoping someone would fix it. And the last one is a feast of plenty. There's a feast coming up, but the preparations are not going as hot as planned. They're hoping someone could do, a bunch of odds and ends jobs.
Hmm. Well, I like money. Let's go figure out what the explosion was.
Yes,
What
and
do you guys
I don't think I should bring my bow anywhere close to something that's flammable.
Oh, it's probably fine. It's fine.
Ah, yes, we shall find out firsthand if a plasma-stringed bow reacts well with a granary explosion.
Maybe you stand guard outside. You don't have to go in.
Well, there's probably not a granary down there because it's deep in the forest. Unless someone's storing all their grain deep in the forest. It'd be very strange.
What do you think, Dagna?
Well, that explosion does seem like something that should be investigated, doesn't it? I mean, gold aside, random explosions in the middle of nowhere, it's intriguing.
Does sound threatening. Like the local population would really get in trouble if there were more of those.
I know I am ready to leave Konkalakta back to wild.
So yeah, it sounds like you're going to take the mysterious explosion job then?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it.
That's good. So go. What about the paladin? What are you gonna ask of the paladin? Do you want the paladin to join you, or do you want to deal with it
Do you even have to ask?
What? I'm sorry. I just ended up here. I'm sorry.
yourself?
I don't know how I got over here.
So where are you going?
Like a magnet.
Do we heal wounds and strain, by the way?
Yeah, you should all be wounded and healed strained.
What?
The only thing that might be sore.
We should all be wounded and healed strained, is what was
It's
just
okay.
said.
It's okay.
It's been a long week at work.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Shred.
Yeah, Trans, I didn't tell you. Yeah, so we managed to somehow like warp a roof, a ceiling of a room, because we plugged up all the exits and we still had an air handler going in.
Ooh. You inflated a building?
We inflated a building and broke a sprinkler. So-
Wow. That's a good one. Well deserved. Golf clap on that one.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised. Like I said, it's been a long wait there. But
Oh, sorry.
so the paladin's asking, like, so you going anywhere?
Yeah. I think you were here. You heard us, right? Like we're gonna go check out this explosion. I mean, if you want to come.
Yeah, I'd love to come.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a danger to the public.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, we could really save some people. So. Where does it say we go, Shred?
It says you basically go south of the town and walk down some distance.
Yeah.
You're gonna go down towards the bottom.
Ooh, weird. This is a cliff and not water. Yeah, this
It's a cliff, yeah. So you're lower on the cliff, and you got cliff number 1, and you got cliff number 2. Kind of a winding path up and around. So just so I'm gonna put sneak a picture into the Discord chat. But yeah, essentially you're just a little bit south of West Laketown. There's a huge forest down here. Almost unnatural, but almost. It's pretty dark.
I would like to get to the edge of the bluff and do a perception check. Look around for anything interesting.
Yes, you're right. You're the higher point and you're going down. Yeah, give me a 2 red and a purple, and let's call it 2 black perception check.
Oh, okay. Two red and a purple.
Yes, and let's call it 1 black. Let's call it there. There are some
And-
trees obstructing it.
And I have the goggles still.
Yeah, so that would probably remove the black.
Goggles can see through trees.
So, and a boost die.
Where are you getting a boost
Or-
die from?
Perception check to locate prey. Can I leverage that to be just looking around, or does it have to be actual specific target?
What's your concern about looking around?
Well,
Like,
looking
I'm looking
for
around hoping to find.
explosive, something that matches like burned, explosive traces anywhere that's burned or cleared
Okay.
away.
Yeah, give me that roll.
Okay. May I use a light side point because I have 1 yellow, 1 green right now.
You want to?
I approve.
I'm good with that.
Do it. Use them.
So, let's see here. And I take away a setback.
Yeah, so that setback shouldn't be
Oh
there. So it's,
no!
Oh my
Wow.
god. What is
Oh my
this?
god! Hey, I got a triumph though.
so you got a failure, 2 threats, a triumph, and a despair.
What is this?
Oh,
Triumph.
no.
You see the explosion. Despair. You also see a bear.
It's an explosion of bears.
It's an explosion. The explosion is launching. There's just a bear quickly getting closer.
It's on fire. It's a flaming
Treg,
bear.
I'm laughing. How'd you read my
What?
chat notes?
Yes!
Wait,
Yes! I'm so happy.
Explosion
no.
of bears.
It's Flare Bear 2.0.
Flare bear.
Why?
So you do see a source of the explosion, and you do see some kind of cabin over north, or on the top of this map. With your 2 threat, you do also happen to notice that there are 2 bears sleeping underneath some of these
Oh.
trees.
Cute.
You have a triumph and a despair.
A triumph and a despair. How about this might be a big handicap to myself, but what if the goggles exploded in my face?
What?
I was thinking more like the goggles would drain their battery. I don't think they need to explode.
Okay.
Because it functionally would be the same thing, so you would need to find another pair of batteries for that sort of thing.
Okay.
But you have a triumph too.
The Triumph is so the batteries are drained, but in a way that it somehow supercharges enough to see more of the scene before completely fizzling.
Yes, that would be good. You see, looks like there's 4 bears in total in the nearby area, and for lack of a better word, while you see the roof on the cabin, it looks like the floor got blown out in it.
Okay.
And, well, you know, the shape of it would be aligned with perhaps an explosion of some kind. Seems kind of weird that the explosion only goes down, not up, but...
So I imagine Kalis in her element goes out to sea, and everyone behind her sees the goggles just sort of flash a bright white, and she pulls them off immediately and is trying to clear away the ocular flashbang that just happened, shaking her head, and here's Ileana. She waves her hand and then trying to be
Sister, are you what's going on? Are you okay?
back away, back away.
What? Okay.
There's and she hits it. She bonks her head on a tree first
Oh, what?
before.
What's wrong with you?
The tracker goggles glitched out. I'll be fine. It's just there's a house. It's missing its roof, but between us and it, there are 4. I think they called them bears. I think they're sleeping, but they're basically between us and the house.
Wanaka, yes. Large beast.
And fuzzy and deceptively inviting.
Groka, can you become a bear?
Perhaps. I would like to see, feel these Wanaka.
Okay.
How close are they? Like if oh dear.
Mhm.
Oh dear, I've got the wrong tool.
If you're talking about range bands, let's call it medium. Kalis could mention that they're about medium range. You'd have to. It's gonna be a good minute walk at least before you can touch it. You know, assuming it doesn't wake up.
Okay. Well, Groka's gonna start walking slowly, not noisily, but slowly making his way toward the, basically the roundabout way.
Mhm.
As he's doing so, he's going to... His eyes will kind of be half closed as he's kind of sensing out toward if there are any other animals or anything nearby. Because he wants to do a thing.
Do a thing. Could it
That thing.
perhaps involve alter? Yes.
Alter control animals.
Yes. Spend Pip to share the senses of non-sentient and similar creatures for pets.
Within short range of me.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you get to short range. Give me an altered check combined with a 1 purple stealth check.
Stealth. Got it.
Stealth, yeah. And I'll be right back in a moment while you roll that.
Okay, I am not so good at stealth. Okay, this will be interesting. Hey, look. Hey, look.
Wow.
Hey, look, guys. Hey,
Look,
guys,
it's
look.
back to normal.
Look, guys. Things aren't new at all. It's actually the
He's not-
same shitty
He's
dice.
not here. Just erase it somehow. Roll it on again.
I was actually going to mention that I could make an argument for survival instead of it just being stealth, but
I mean, that's true.
moving slowly,
But it's still
knowing what
there's
kind of
that dark
rush to
pip.
talk. Yeah, I knew the dark pip would happen. That was a given. And a double failure. I've rolled 2 checks, and I've rolled 4 failures in those 2 checks.
We just cannot roll success tonight to save our skins.
I was a really good swimmer.
Yeah, Shred, I was going to make the argument that this might also work as survival, knowing where to step and, you know, what plants would make what noises. But that's fine. I failed. And I rolled a dark pip because it's Groka.
Of course.
So the question is, do you want to use the dark pip to get his senses or not?
No. He was hoping to get something, but he's feeling a sense of... Maybe he would be feeling a sense of fear. Something happened before, there was an explosion, and so he's just sensing a pervading sense of fear around him, and so he's not trying to tap into it. He knows that a scared animal doesn't have a whole lot to convey. How about that as my 2 advantage?
I like that. Yes, as the... It's harder to a little bit approach without realizing, okay, you might start waking up in that case. Potentially waking up the bear. But approaching any closer, I mean, you have some ranks of survival, you would know well enough that it may be difficult to approach the bear without waking it up with the current method you're using.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as he's getting closer, he'll just kind of slowly stop, putting his hands out, and look back. There is fear here. From, what did they say? Explosion.
Are the bear things scared?
I do not know, but other creatures hidden, there is fear. I expect bears would also react in fear, which can make Ulyanaka dangerous.
We should try to sneak by them, yes? Or I don't want to hurt innocent animals.
Ulyanaka.
Ash, do you have any suggestions?
Oh. How many bears did you see?
4.
It's not bears. Well, we might be able, perhaps if one of us wants to communicate with the bear.
I cast speak with animals.
Damn it, wrong character.
I vote the telepathically communicating dog do it.
Groka
Or if
can
we-
sense animals' thoughts, but he has to roll well for that, which we all know doesn't happen.
Or perhaps if we all move as a group, perhaps the bear will be scared of us.
DM, I have an inquiry.
Sure.
In my handy dandy book of beasties, would there be information regarding like this particular species of bear that say and whether it's like one of those like if we're applying this to real world
Mhm.
terms like if it's black, fight back, if it's brown, lie down, that kind of stuff, just to be able to see like if we're going to like how to reasonably walk past these bears without conveying like threatening behavior, just to be able to go by safely.
Sure. You would need to at least get close enough to see the bear.
Okay. Yep. That
I would
makes
like
sense to
to
me.
flip a destiny point.
What
I
you're
would
thinking,
like to flip a destiny point for pocket bacon.
you want pocket
Please.
bacon.
Yes, I would like some pocket bacon.
You
thank
seriously want pocket bacon?
Yes, I do.
I mean, I'm down for it.
Okay. Well, done. Pocket bacon.
I mean, cool. We got pocket bacon.
So yes, now can I have you make a 1 purple stealth check? You get a boost die from Graka's failed attempt before.
Cool. Oh, well, good. I need it.
You're welcome. I'm good for boost dice. That's about
Or
it.
just
Oh, it worked! It worked!
Oh my
Boost
god,
die-
what
the boost I fucking did something!
is this? God damn it!
Two
I don't think I've
successful
ever
rolls
seen
tonight.
a boost die
I've had
do
2
anything
successful
before.
rolls all night. What the fuck is this shit?
Both of the successful rolls were swimming rolls.
I feel like Andros only being able to pass dance checks. Like,
now you got swimming checks.
A whole new world. It still sucks as bad as the rest of them. My dice still suck.
Yes, so you're not going to have a great time. You're going to have a more difficult next check. That's what it'll be at the end of the day. Give me a perception check. You got to do perception versus stealth, which is going to be 2 purple and a black. Or you could do a knowledge xenology check against 2 red and a purple.
I think that my chances are higher rolling perception.
Okay, yeah, give me a 2 purple and a black perception check, please. Let's see what you can peek out from information, see if you can correlate it to your bestiary.
I mean, my I don't have high hopes, but here we go anyway.
Let's go.
Hey!
There we go.
There's a roll.
Yes.
Wow.
It is a Starfall Gray Bear. They tend to be pretty docile, as long as they're natural habitat. Only thing that's kind of weird. You are here in West Laketown. The natural habitat of this bear is up here.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, wait. So instead of us getting transported halfway across the world, the fucking bears.
What kind of acid trip do the bears have? Guys, why are we fighting zombies?
Guys, they didn't have
This
an
is about
acid
time
trip.
travel.
They got caught in a honey pot.
Okay, so they're docile. I mean, so if we don't fuck with them, they won't fuck with us, is what I'm gathering here, right?
Yeah, that'd be a pretty logical
Normal.
assumption. You also have a triumph.
You speak bear.
Well, they're normally docile in their home environment. As long
Right,
as
okay.
it's a home for them, which you're not
Well-
100% sure at the moment if this they would treat.
Well,
it as
then
home.
can I say with my triumph, you know what? Okay, how about this? I want my triumph to be that, whatever the fuck happened with these bears, in order for them to get here, they are just fucking exhausted and not, this, and they are just like so out of it and in a dead sleep that we're able to just walk right the fuck past them and they don't even notice that we're here.
I'm down. Yeah. Sleepy bear.
Sleepy bear. They're hibernating.
They're hibernating. Even that one Graka you thought you were to start to wake up.
Is that bear snoring?
Well, I can't do the hacksaw thing, and my brother can snore like a beast, but I can't. So.
I mean,
Everyone.
because whatever was going on, I mean, it sounded like a pigeon. What you were trying to do. I was really confused.
Pigeon bear, pigeon bear.
Pigeon bear. Do whatever the pigeon bear can.
If you would like to give me an aneurysm, if one of them wakes up, just have it go bork bork.
Berk, berk.
Bear, bear.
You can
Fuck
just write
off.
Ilyana off of the session. After that point, I'm just done.
So yes, you can freely walk past to wherever you need to go. These bears are not out. As long as you don't make,
Agna, do you think it's safe?
I think that if we take it slow and don't make too much noise and don't antagonize them, we should just be able to walk right past them.
Okay, I will put this pocket bacon in a tightly wrapped thing so they can't smell it. Okay.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just keep it close, though. You never know.
Right.
And I will feel for their consciousness.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not. That sounds pretty invasive, Droka. I don't know if you should do that.
He's like, I do not know how explain. Why?
Okay, well, I trust you. Lead on.
As we get close enough, what I would like to do, I know that they are sleeping. The goal is to use control animals combined with a soothing tone. I know that has to do with writing, but I've never...
Right.
It's useless as writing, so... Basically, the idea is just... the idea is just, hey, bear, stay asleep.
Go to sleep.
Go to
Go to sleep.
He wants to exude...
He's playing a lullaby.
He wants to exude bear calmness.
No, sleep, bear, hawk, yeah.
If you have to roll it and he gets in despair, except you do it in Klingon.
The bear wakes up and recognizes Roka. You killed my mother. You must die, Cactus Man.
Roll.
No, Berk.
Berk, die now.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys, remember that there's a house?
We're
I
working
don't
our
know
way
what's
there.
We'll get there.
tonight,
We'll
but
get there.
I'm
We'll
here
get there.
for it.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option
Make it
is I
away.
give the bears drugs.
No, please don't do that. No.
Let's just try and walk by casually first. And then...
You know, I think you might be onto something.
Bear drugs.
Oh my god. Fuck.
He exudes
are
bear
dead.
calmness.
Yes.
We are the
alright.
4 heroes of prophecy, guys.
Yeah, give me that xenology check to prove the altar check, and Yeah, let's see what we can get the soothing tone.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Please. Please.
Alright. Xenology. I have that. Which isn't very good. But that's okay. Roll. Why? Oh, why can I not roll a success? Why? One success.
Oh my God.
One success. That's all I ask for.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Greg,
And you can't roll light pips to save your life.
I know.
dude. I
He runs the
wasted 'em
game in
all.
session.
No, it
wasted
doesn't
'em all
count.
at
It
the
doesn't count.
beginning.
In session, I don't think I've ever seen him roll a light pip in
I
this
haven't.
campaign.
I haven't. Roka is actually a Sith Lord. He's just gonna murder everything. He's only powered by the dark side.
Oh my
The-
God.
I
only
actually have you
solution-
spending 5 light side pips and 10 dark side pips.
Oh wow. Okay, well.
You
But I think all the 5 light side
just
pips came from
evidence?
one check.
I did. It did. It came from the super cat.
This is evidence that Shred just has to roll physical dice for you, Greg.
Anyway,
Or you get your
Roka
own
keeps
FSG.
going by. He doesn't soothe the bears any. And he doesn't.
But-
All he senses is that they're not comfortable. This isn't their home place. So he senses
they
that
are
fear again.
Exhausted and tired.
Exhausted,
yeah.
tired, and not super comfortable. So that's what he senses with his 2 advantage and a failed check.
I can't.
Someday Groka will do the thing that he's supposed to be good at. Someday. We're not there yet, but someday.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyway, onward we go, Groka. Onward to that
Someday,
point where maybe someday
somehow,
you will
somewhere.
be useful and not just a joke of a cactus man who turns into cats and rats.
And needs to be drained periodically.
Sick. He's too bloated. He's just feeling a little bloated right now, guys. Once a month, there's just that sense of bloating and discomfort.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. We're traversing into different territory.
And on Twitch again, $10 Patreon tier.
So, GM, the map is good. I like the color commentary that
It's
it's
getting
adding.
darker. Yeah.
Yeah, are these trees down here that like really burned or are they like weirdly twisted or like magically twisted or is it just burned?
More like magically, weirdly twisted. As Graka definitely notices, but even as you, Ilyana, even Donnie, you can feel a little bit. There's something dark about this place.
Instinctively gets closer to Paladin.
Yeah.
This place gives me the creeps.
Great evil that occurred here.
I sense Lekachiaira.
Yeah, even you, Dogna, you're not, magically sensitive. Even this place kind of... Probably the visuals of, like, the dead trees. There's a lot more dead leaves out here. It kind of gives you the creeps.
I mean, would I at least be able to see that this is not like naturally occurring decay?
If it was naturally occurring decay, it seems very strange that there's only some of the trees that are without leaves.
Yep.
Normally it's
Okay.
kind of an all or nothing thing. So yes. As you walk through, you see, you're getting pretty close to some of these bears that are just snoring.
Okay,
I do not like this.
stick with you, Paladin. Go. Paladin, go.
Well,
I'm like,
sorry.
Goose, I'm like Goose in his ass. Like, I'm just fucking go. Move your ass.
As you get through, turn the corner to see the cabin, a couple things stick out. The first thing is that the cabin's elevated off the ground a little bit. And it looks like there's a lot of debris underneath the cabin.
Oh no.
It's Baba Yaga's hut.
So
Oh no.
When you,
It is.
Two.
you say elevated, like as in, is it on
Oh.
stilts or?
Yeah, it's basically
Chicken
on
legs.
stilts.
Hmm.
Okay, this is a crude drawing of the cabin design. But yes, it's effectively on stilts. And it looks like something went out and blew out the bottom. Your goggles might have glitched a little bit first. You thought there was damage to the roof, but the roof seems fine.
Okay. My poor goggles.
Yeah, it seemed... I mean, anyone who has education as a career skill, I mean, Dogna especially,
Hmm.
explosions go up, not down.
Right.
So this is pretty
I have
suspect.
education as a career skill.
Yeah, it seems pretty weird to you that explosions don't go down.
Guys, the only ones that I know that go down come in go into the shitter. Somebody had explosive diarrhea in there. We might
Oh,
want
for
to be
goodness
careful.
sake. Anyway,
Can I have everyone make a 1 purple fear check as a bear farts and it sounds like it's gonna wake up?
One purple
Oh.
discipline check, right?
oh my
Yeah, 1
god.
purple discipline check.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my god! What is this? Yeah, I roll a single fucking success. What is going on?
Dogna is eye level.
I rolled success! I rolled a success! One, single, uno. I got it, guys.
I would like to spend my triumph now.
How would you like to spend your triumph?
I would like to soothe the bear that farted.
Show off.
Put that one out of context.
I'm trying to soothe bear
I
farts
have-
all night, but no, I can't.
I am the most advantageous, and yet I can't win. I've been rolling all the advantages all night.
So, Ilyana, I'm just going to take 1 strain, just because you're the first one to notice it was very sudden, the gas. As far as the... yes, you can use the triumph to basically put him back to sleep by stroking his fur. Dogna, your adrenaline is basically kicking in. You're going to have a setback for the foreseeable future.
Oh, good. That's great.
Dogna was eye level.
Oh, I had my mouth open and everything.
Hey guys, you know what I've just realized? I fucking hate bears. It's like Shadowheart with wolves, only it's a bear.
You don't hate bears, you just hate farts.
No, I really do think I hate bears. My mouth was open and everything. Screw everything about this.
Yeah,
Here, have some pocket bacon. You can go away.
maybe it's not a great idea. You might get to wake up again.
Oh, yeah.
Why were you breathing with your mouth?
I don't know, Graka. Okay, I can't believe that I'm actually wanting to head toward the weird, creepy elevated explosion building, but why don't we do that? That sounds preferable to what is going on right now.
Paladin Solazar isn't affected by bear farts.
No,
Oh,
he is
great.
not. He is
I'll
very
just bear that burden then. Let's go.
confident.
Groko will follow Dagna.
Something is wrong over here. I can feel
You
it.
don't say.
Shh.
It smells funny too.
But yes, what do you guys do now that you're at the camp or at the cabin? What are you guys looking?
Oh,
Oh, that one
God.
was me. Sorry.
God, fuck everything about this. Okay.
To
Okay.
not from not
Okay.
vaguely veiled innuendos to fart jokes.
High
I'm actually,
quality
3
content.
Fred, I
I'm
hope you're enjoying this.
I'm having a great time. I'm basically 3 teenagers in a trench coat.
Okay. So
In terms
if
of
I
maturity.
if I could try to somewhat bring this back on topic, here's my initial inquiry.
Mhm.
Having been on a considerable amount of dig sites and such, and having seen what I assume to be a non-zero number of magical explosive destructions and stuff,
Mhm.
does this in any way look familiar enough to me that I might be able to tell what happened or what caused an explosion to happen in this manner, especially knowing that explosions are not supposed to go downward?
You know, that might I think you could try and reason, but it would be pretty difficult. Give me a let me open a character. I need to figure out a rarity of something to figure out the difficulty. You'd basically be using a knowledge warfare check.
Oh
On
God.
this.
Okay, great.
I
Because if
think it
there's
seems
one thing that Dagna is good at, it is fucking warfare.
well, in this case, it seems the most appropriate.
Yeah.
You got good knowledge. You're smarty.
I mean,
You got
yeah,
good
but
you can deduce things well.
Yeah, and I don't think
Let's-
it's going to be terribly difficult. It is just I want to make sure I get the appropriate because it's not a. I'm gonna put it this way: it's not a conventional thing you would use in like a excavation technique.
right. Okay. Okay.
People would use this technique, but it's pretty unconventional,
Okay.
to say the least. Come on, character generator, you can load. I know exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. That is a rarity 4. So yeah, give me a 2 purple knowledge warfare check.
Okay. And I know that technically I have that setback, but I actually don't because researcher.
Lucky you.
Whoop whoop.
I mean, we'll see. You've seen how I roll tonight.
Small
brain.
victories. Small victories.
Big brain counteracts bear fart.
Hey!
There you go.
Did
So yeah, you have seen and heard. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the
Bear
continental map for a
farts.
second. Okay, you're not here. You are here.
Oh, Groko rat.
Rat. Sorry, I used Dogna as the character token.
It's okay.
She's got to have something special. So when it comes to excavating, around, most places that get excavated are in the Madlands.
Mhm.
And most of the time, you think you could use, like a sun sword or perhaps some kind of, fusion torch or that kind of thing.
Mhm.
However, uh, sometimes the Madland Raiders want to get in and out really quickly to something. And they don't have access to a sun sword, and they're not going to spend the time to basically burn it through with the torch. They do have. Let's go back to the rune cabin. They do have an item they use occasionally that they essentially call explosive tape.
Explosive tape?
Explosive tape. Essentially, what it is a tape with a wire behind it, and you basically just line up like, okay, I want to. Let's pretend. We're gonna do a crude drawing. Okay, let's pretend this is an archway, right? Like this is an arch that's covering, not an arch, like a door that's covering something you want access to.
Mhm.
So what you do is you put the explosive tape here, 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 here. One quickly, set the electrical charge. Boom! You now have a square cut into this area.
Okay.
It doesn't work on heavy doors, but if it's something light, like a crashed starship, right? If you're going against like an airlock door, you could just bust it down by tape, 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 electric charge, boom. You get in with like a minute. As
First, we
opposed
have to entreat a six-armed god and his army of automatons.
Wink, wink. You know exactly what piece of equipment I'm referring to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you know it is explosive tape was used.
Okay. Now here's my question. If I can, I've got 4 advantage here. So, to my knowledge, like the Madland Raiders use this explosive tape.
Right.
Is this exclusive to the Madlands Raiders, or is
Um
anybody else known to use this stuff?
sometimes your excavation crews, um let me double check the name of the groups. Yeah, some of the guilds will have, they arguably consider this an artifact, quote unquote,
Mhm.
because of its rarity and it's not really synthesized. Theoretically, you could synthesize it in Fume, but even the residents of Fume don't really use it. 99% of the cases, it would be the Madeline Raiders, but they do not hold a monopoly, if that makes sense.
Okay. So would I be able to safely assume that, knowing explosive tape was used here,
Mm-hmm.
there is, or at least was, something here that someone was looking for, and that is what led to the cabin being in the state that it's in now.
Based on the limited information that you just asked, that could be a reasonable interpretation.
Okay. It's something.
It's something. Yeah, something else that kind of draws your attention. Let me grab, where is it? Else that draws your attention. If you remember those new friends that you had from the zombie battle,
Uh-huh.
uh, as you think like, oh, this looks like a Badland Raiders thing, you hear a corpse fall down into the onto the ground over there.
Oh, well, how convenient.
So yeah, from what you can tell, Badland Raiders seems like a logical explanation. Although normally the only thing that's kind of making you question at the moment is, normally they use it
Why?
just to get in and out of places where people aren't are.
Right. So
And
why are they here?
and what are the Madland Raiders doing this far out the Madlands?
Right.
Grolka would like to sense if there is dark magic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Um Yeah, give me just. I think alter would be a good skill for us. Yeah, just roll me a force die. See what happens.
Can I use my survival? Because I've got that thing that makes me use survival as my magic skill.
You know what? Yeah, give me a.
That thing, the control primal thing.
No, I don't have them statted out. Give me 1 second. Do, 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 do. Ooh, yeah. Give me a 3 red survival check. We'll see what kind of complications come in from the dark magics around here.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3. 3 red, huh?
Yeah, 3 red.
Okay, okay. Go. Go. Go, my dice. Fail me, my dice.
Oh my god.
Hey, guess what? Hey, I got something for this.
Got a reroll talent?
I've got a reroll talent!
Yeah, let's go!
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
So, I'm gonna fail it worse this time.
Not necessarily. You'll probably at least get some advantage this time.
Reroll! Go reroll!
Hey, you got triumph!
Hey, you got a triumph! Look! He did it!
I did a thing! I did a thing, guys!
Yes, you
Woo!
absolutely sense dark magic in here. Okay, that's where the loop came in. Yeah, because I was trying to find the best way to loop this particular portion.
You suddenly
So-
hear heavy metal music playing in the background. It tips you off to something nefarious.
Yes. Graka, for the 2 successes, you could tell the story of, I guess, the dark magic here is this was a fairly benign place, maybe even a positive place with all the nature and growth here. And then you felt, there's heroes that decided to take residence up here. I mean, this cabin looks kind of, well, put together, very ramshod, but it looks like it was already been built there before, and looks like some people are just furnishing it. And then you could feel there was an impulse of darkness. And that impulse was so strong, even just a flash. Maybe the whole affair was over in under a minute. That radical impulse, while the area is healing, to use an analogy, it's like if you have something that's cold, and then you just jump a thing of hot water on it. It's still probably going to remain cold at the end of the day, but for that fraction where the hot water's on it, the plate is hot. You're just feeling that recovery period where this area is still dark. Based on success alone, you don't know, I guess, the origin. You just know the story of it was an impulse, whatever it was. You can change the scene in a way with a triumph.
So we said there was a corpse that fell.
Correct.
And we know that dark magic, this was basically the site that it originated from? Or is just this whole site is suffering from it and is recovering? Or attempting
The second. It
Okay.
was the whole, I would say even region was doing good. And then a very strong impulse of very dark magic got launched into this particular area and it's kind of seeped around it. You know, like you spray a hose of water and the water kind of gets everywhere when it hits an object.
Is there an object or something in the house or in the area that seems to give off the strongest sense of where basically it was either the target or the object that maybe was used to cause this explosion? Or is there something in the scene that is emanating more powerfully than anything else?
The object that's the darkest is the corpse. You can feel that from the darkness effect of the corpse, not that the corpse is evil, but the evil's goal was to make that thing a corpse. The rest of the cabin looks pretty fine. I mean, you can all go explore inside of it. It's not like things were stolen from here, which would be like a Madeline Raiders kind of thing. They like stealing and plundering.
Mm-hmm.
Madeline Raiders, while they have a savage reputation, don't have a goal to maim, burn, kill. Whatever Dark Force did had a very particular goal of wanting to kill this particular corpse that you saw.
Okay. Yeah, Groka will turn back and look at the group. Whatever Laketown did this, they wanted to make Konkajaki in there dead.
An awful lot of trouble to go through for just one Madland Raider.
Maybe he is important to your people.
I mean, you can look closer. He's not a Madeline Raider. He's one of those resistance troopers that...
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Oh,
misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah. So whatever evil was, their goal was like, hey, this resistance guy, fuck this guy.
Okay,
Like,
okay, I
absolutely,
understand
guy
now.
needs to get murdered.
Okay.
So Groka will turn to Paladin Solazar. Be ready with that sword of fire. It may return as Cha'akta Tiki. And with that, he's going to turn and start heading inside the cabin.
Grokar, are you sure it's safe in there?
Ilyana apparates her sword.
Paladin pulls out his he holds it in his hand, just the hilt of his sun saber.
The bow is drawn.
Groka will turn and look at Dagna as he's standing at the doorway. This magic was used to kill this one. I do not sense an area is trying to purge darkness. We should go, but carefully explore.
Can't help but feel like we're being watched. So yeah, you enter inside. It looks like there was a...
Oh, sorry, that's me. I was staring at your bottom.
Kind of gives you a slightly quizzical head tilt and continues to go inside.
Oh, don't tilt the head. That's we don't have time for
Whoa.
that.
So you enter into this, I guess, foyer room before you get to the room that's totally damaged. While you do see, it looks like something just fell off the wall into the first little room. In the second room, it looks like you got like plans, writing, just random stuff around the room. You could roll me like 60-100 to see what you find there.
$60-100.
Yeah.
$6,100.
Okay.
Wow,
So you got,
that seems low.
That is very low.
I got 2 5s in there.
Yeah.
558.
Interesting. Okay. So you got 558, you got 24. Okay. So you find a dose of anesthetic. So I think it's under poison or something. That's where it's located. 47. Okay. You find 500 gold pieces,
Oh, neat. Okay.
right? You find a packet, that's 6.
Jeez. All
A
right.
doctor on the other side of the continent sneezes.
Are those drugs?
Let's see. There is. I think I know exactly what I'm looking for. Not tape. Come on. It's a mess. It looks like you have a boot that contains a concealed escape kit.
A single boot.
I mean, it all fits in one boot, so yeah.
I was just hoping we only found one boot.
I have no encumbrance for any of this shit, but okay, cool.
I mean, it does not take any encumbrance, so.
Oh,
It's
okay,
a
neat.
Boot. 2 sizes too large.
Not the slicer droid thing. You've got a Oh, interesting. A holographic image disguiser. And no, I think you already got something like that. No, that's gonna be way too big. Oh, these things are. Oh, what's the item called? Excuse me for a second as the random loot generates.
A super disruptor rifle.
It gives us another old mate.
Nah.
You shut your mouth.
And
Don't you put that
feed
evil on
him
me,
to the
Ricky Bobby.
bears.
It's a replacement for me.
No, that's what the paladin's for.
So you're transplanting a paladin from one game and putting it into another. I see how it is.
He's actually a snake the whole time.
Oh no.
And then you have a can of phone cast.
Foamcast.
Yeah, there should be your 6 things there. Yeah, it looks like whoever came inside, there was some kind of scuffle, because you do see dried blood on the floor. You definitely see the path of the blood going through. Like, whatever it is, it took a centralized approach. And as you enter into the room where the hole is blown through, it becomes more immediately obvious that the bushes were hiding a lot of the bodies. You see a good 3 bodies down here. And a few if I can learn how to spell a few piles looks like disintegrated bodies.
Ooh.
Oh,
Now, Dagna, you have you don't have Underworld as this career skill. Interesting.
I do not know.
You have lore though.
Yes, I do. I do have
You have
that.
3 ranks, so you have heard. You've never seen. Let me go back to phrasing. Theoretically, if you put enough power into a sunspitter, you could disintegrate a body. However,
Okay.
you never heard anyone actually doing that on Weik.
Okay.
It's one of those like theoretical things. Like theoretically, we can get a spaceship and fly out of here, but no one's done it.
Okay. What did you say that the anesthetic was called in the thing? I can't find it.
I think it's called a general anesthetic. I can update and standard synthetic standard anesthetic is the official name.
Maybe I'm looking. I'm looking under gear. Would it be somewhere else?
It would be under gear, yeah. Standard synthetic. Synthetic standard anesthetic.
Yeah, there it is. I found it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it's categorized under poison, but you really could use it for multiple applications.
Yeah, cool. And I don't have any encumbrance to pick up the image disguiser or the foam cast, so if anybody wants that, go right ahead. I got everything else.
Yeah, I think a foam cast is one encumbrance. You pick that from fully operational. Then the holographic image disguise, I think, is 2.
I think it's 3.
Yeah, it's not small, but I mean, you could disguise yourself.
Yeah, but I've got literally no space, so it's free game.
I mean, you can also just leave it here.
we're not falling for that.
Is there a cart? No, I'm kidding.
The paladin can pick it up, but he's going to suggest taking it back to his people than anything else.
Cool with that.
So if you're okay with that idea, that's what he would recommend.
Sure.
All right, hollow gear. Okay, yeah, he's going to carry the image disguiser. Which basically looks kind of like a medium-sized cylinder he's pulling on his back. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it takes batteries for sure. I don't know if anyone's going to take the foam cast or not.
I'm sure we will collect all of it and take it back. We'll figure out how we cart mule this stuff.
Sounds good.
Want to just give it to the paladin for now? Yeah, just so we can.
Sure. Yeah, I don't actually have much
I have literally no space, so. No, wait, how am I over encumbered? What did I pick up that had encumbrance? What the fuck did I pick up that had encumbrance?
Oh, the death sticks. You don't need a 100-dose cargo container. 'Cause that's
Oh,
bigger than
holy
you.
fuck. No, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Death sticks. Your money
just need-
problems are solved.
Want 'em nice death sticks.
Someone here had a death sticks problem.
I'm gonna go
That
home,
was the
rethink your
wrong.
life.
So just
I wanna
one
go home.
dose is what I want.
Yeah, 1 dose, you can say it's like 5.
Okay, cool.
It'll still be 0 encumbrance.
That's fine. That makes much more sense. Okay.
The barrel is all death sticks.
It's all death sticks all the way down.
Okay, so like Dagna doesn't deal with bodies. She deals with artifacts and stuff. So she would be looking around, once she pockets all of this stuff, like knowing that there was once something here that the Madland Raiders were interested in. And this person is very dead, very intentionally. Dagna would be looking around trying to find if she's assuming that the object that was being searched for is no longer here, but she would be looking around to see if she could find anything that would point to what may have once been here, or what this guy was doing and why the Madland Raiders wanted him dead. Just any evidence to point to those.
Yeah. As a reminder on the disintegration thing, a disintegration, for lack of a better word, seems pretty wasteful based on how it's supposed to work.
Mm.
To use a gun analogy, it's like if you took like those giant box magazines that they have that holds like hundreds of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like imagining firing the entire box in a single shot.
Okay.
It'd be pretty wasteful.
Right.
Madland Raiders aren't necessarily known for that kind of waste.
Had a chicken. So unloading a 100 round box mag onto a chicken.
Yeah, it would pretty much be overkill in terms of that. Disintegration doesn't fully line up with the Madland theory, but the other parts do. Yeah, give me like a let's call it a 1 purple, 1 red perception check.
Okay.
And then don't forget the black setback from your heightened anxiety.
Damn it. 1 purple, 1 red, 1 black.
You got it. Perception. Theoretically, the math's in your favor.
Shush. Shush your face.
I mean, I
math
can't
is
even
in
be
your
mad. I have
favor.
come to expect it at this point. Look at that. I've got. I mean, if advantages actually mattered, then I would be golden, but.
So you can't find necessarily an artifact that was stolen here. In fact, it actually looks like all the stuff here. Just moving here so you got better,
Sure.
you walking around. I mean, as far as the stuff goes, it, aside from like rough and tumble of what potentially looks like a battle, it does not appear that anything was intentionally stolen. Yeah, there's this crate here that's open, right? But you can still see there is a blaster, sun spitter, there. But I mean, sun spitter rifle there, but
Mm-hmm.
it looks like it was just something they were maybe pulling out. No, there's blood all over it. Like someone was picking up a sun spitter and got killed over there for it. Perhaps even this body. Kind of lines up close enough.
Mm.
Yeah,
Gro-
not a whole lot's adding up. Just some evil being or entity wanted these people specifically dead.
Groka is going to, starting with the other two, the other bodies that aren't disintegrated, he is going to them and starting to remove their stuff, clothing, anything. Just basically, he's removing anything that they might have on them and making a pile of it, and then he eventually will drag the bodies outside.
Sounds good. Graka, one thing that kind of comes to your attention is that the helmets, for example, you notice on the other parts of the clothes too, that's some pretty high quality equipment. I mean, yeah, it's worn and used, but like the structure of it's pretty solid. You know, you can knock your hand on that and it's sturdy. I mean,
Groka
if
looks
I
at
was a
it.
raider, I'd steal it.
Groka looks at it and goes, interesting clothing options that these shell people wear.
Yeah.
And proceeds to, again, strip them to their skivvies, and he's going to drag them outside.
So while you get outside to wear, Ilyana, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. How about Kalis? What are you doing out here? You got the dog out here. It's everyone else
We are
is in the house.
hanging out and watching the bear that we can see to make sure it's staying asleep, and also just keeping an eye out for company if it decides to try and show up.
I forgot. Like I was making a joke there, but Eliana, I forgot when we first started this. She was going to check out underneath the house. So that's why I had her go off to the side. Like she isn't going under there really, but like she's trying to figure out if there's anything under there that isn't just like debris from however long this house has been here. It's like, is there new stuff under there? Is there
Yeah,
anything that's fallen out?
It looks like something under here blew out, for lack of a better word. Like it's functionally debris underneath the house.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to see that it's like someone shuffled everything underneath. Violently, of course, with an explosion, but
does it look like someone has already been through this debris, like searched it?
No, it does not. It looks like someone just, did an explosion and then just called it a day. But,
Okay.
give me a 2 purple vigilance check.
Huh?
Yeah, 2 purple vigilance check. Interesting. One thing sticks to your eye in all this debris. It looks like a piece of black cloth is there.
Oh, I'm gonna
About
go
the
grab,
size of the palm of your hand. Kind of looks like it got ripped off.
grab that. Yep. Do I have to go way underneath the house to do it?
Yeah, you kind of have to get in there in a while. It only surprises you because it should be dark. It's like, it should be that black. Unless that's a piece of cloth.
Okay. Kalis.
Hmm?
I see something underneath the house, but I need you to watch my back. When I crawl underneath here, can I like get you to pull me out if something bad happens?
Sure. I
I'm
stow
going to-
my bow and move over.
I'm going to crawl underneath here. I don't know. I get the black piece of cloth,
You get the black piece of cloth.
and then I crawl back out with it. Unless it was attached to something bigger, it's
Nope, it was just tied to a rock.
Oh, it
When you
was
immediately
tied.
grab the cloth, well, I'm using a poor example of the word tied. It was pinned underneath the rock, but
Oh, okay.
not that heavily.
Makes sense. Okay.
You just pull it on a little bit. It's a pretty high quality material.
Oh.
It's definitely synthetic.
Okay, let's look at this. Some kind of like silk or something. Looks very nice.
It's strange. It's both very soft, but it seems to also be very
Durable.
sturdy. Yeah, durable.
I flick out the retractable blade. This,
Mhm.
this seems familiar, and I try poking through it.
You try poking through it. The cloth deforms, but it does not penetrate.
And it's ripped like it was ripped from a larger piece of clothing?
Yes, it looks like it was like a little burn mark. If I'm gonna draw the square, kind of looks like some of it was singed off somehow.
So, and the
two
local
corners are
window.
yeah. So two parts are like the corner of like some kind of cloth, and then two parts look like it got burned off.
So the original owner was shot by Sunspitter, and this came off. One
Possibly.
might
Think so?
surmise.
Huh?
Something hot,
Um,
yeah.
Here, Ash, what do you make of this? And, like, the supposition that Ileana is okay with giving.
Oh yeah, she gave it to you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So I hold it in front of Ash.
Hmm.
Growls at it.
Smells like
Smell like bitch in here.
smells like servant of man who waits patiently in death.
Hmm.
Strange. Why? Dog starts kind of going underneath the area, just sniffing. Comes back out. There were 4 of them. This must have came from one. Whatever they were, they did not seem to be native to here.
Here, as in this place, or here, like us?
The Ash will sit on his hind 2 legs and kind of like sleep while standing up would be the best way to describe it, closing his eyes. He's meditating. He alien-like Empyrean.
I think we'd need Dagna to translate.
Perhaps. Going back inside the house. Dagna.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're noticing that whatever it is, the people came in to not steal stuff. It's kind of weird.
Right. So I'm confident that nothing has been stolen then.
You're very confident that nothing has been intentionally stolen. Yes.
Then I guess the only other reasonable conclusion to come to is that this place was blown up specifically to kill these people and nothing else. They were targeted.
That will line up with all the evidence that you've gathered.
Okay.
Like an assassin's hit job.
Right. And given the presence of the tape, I'm also able to reasonably assume that the raiders are the culprits.
To your knowledge, yes.
Okay. So the question then becomes why?
It's a good
That's-
question.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should go outside and get some fresh
Sure.
air.
Yeah. Because there are dead bodies and ick, and she stumped. So sure, yeah. Outside she goes.
So Kalos, you
Agnes.
just heard dead, like, alien like Empyrean.
Speaking of Dagna,
Yes.
Ash said that these things remind him of Empyrean.
I can't remember. Have I heard Ash talk yet? I don't remember if I've only ever heard him talk in the context of the fever dream.
I think that's actually correct. I don't think that Ash is... Well, maybe Graka might have complained about it. I'm not sure Graka complained about it to you.
I'm
he's
not
only
sure if he
complained about
has.
it being evil.
I
In that
complained about
case-
it being
trusting.
evil, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess you don't know the dog can speak telepathically.
Okay, great. In that case, I'm sorry. The Ash said Empyrean.
Yes, when he sniffed this, Ileana found it underneath the house, and she's waving the piece of synth fiber.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just stuck on Ash telling you. Am I missing something here?
Kalis blinks.
Ash ain't saying shit.
Are you telling me that this thing can talk?
It's a guild that huntresses on our home cultivate sometimes. You've seen some of the things that Ileana has done. I do things more in a different direction, I think you could say.
Okay, I suppose that this shouldn't be especially surprising to me, but okay.
You have dragons on your world that are very big and cause us to be cut by time. So
I suppose that's fair. Okay, so it reminds him of Empyrean. Okay, what exactly did he say?
she looks over at Ash.
Ash gets a little bit closer.
Can you repeat to me?
This reminds me of some kind of off-worlder. Like you, but more organized. Like an army from the stars.
Kalis, her mouth opens and she's trying to. She's debating whether or not to be word for word or summarize. The material is like as if it's from an organized thing, like maybe like, but also a material like from where we're from. So not common, something that meant to be a uniform, and like you said, an Empyrean, off-world.
Dogna, you got enough ranks in lore, you can put 2 and 2 together. Dogna starting to realize this might be implying that star army that invaded 400 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The dog is... What you think Kalis is trying to say is that the dog is telling Kalis that, hey, this cloth is way too high quality to be anything but some kind of outside alien military.
Right.
Your, I would say, natural logic skills from education.
Sure.
I mean, 400 years for silk? I don't know, this seems kind of fresh.
And here, he does this, and then she tries cutting it, and
You
it
have-
doesn't cut.
Dogna, you have never seen a material like this before.
That
Or
was going to be
she-
my question. Okay.
Yeah, putting a blade into a silky fabric with the fabric not being penetrated. Practically a miracle material. Must be hell to sew, but
Okay. I mean, yeah, the only thing that I'm wondering is like this is apparently an off-world item
mm-hmm.
that is reminiscent of Empyrean War stuff, but it seems relatively fresh. So,
Correct.
I mean, the only thing that I can think to ask is if this in any way computes, but I don't know how to ask that in a way that would yield me anything useful because
I
Light
agree,
side.
it is a mystery. Um,
Light side for
ooh,
inspiration.
that'd actually be perfect.
I'm down for that. If yeah, absolutely.
Yes, what kind of inspiration are you looking for? So I can help you along with it.
Let
Like,
me think.
what's like an outcome you want to know, or what's like a question you're burning to like have some kind of either strong lead or very good confirmation?
I guess I would want to know what would lead an army of off-worlders. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
the how is less important to me in this moment as it is the why an
Mhm.
army of off-worlders here in this moment was targeting these people.
Ooh, yes. Um, so one thing as you can flip the destiny point, I'll give
Yep.
you a good solid resource stations flash of memory.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember in the weird, I'm gonna call it the weird teleportation scene during the battle of the zombies.
Yes.
Um, you saw a starship in the sky called the Eternal Voyager.
Mm-hmm.
A similar Eternal Voyager that sounds, looks, and is described pretty similar to a ship that you've seen time and time again in Vosport.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if these heroes was to protect the Eternal Voyager, and whatever was hunting them knew, like, hey, Eternal Voyager is here, why don't we just go where the ship was crashed and then hunt them down? And then you realize for a second, like, okay, that's a pretty big stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Then you remember something else that Jor's told you a pretty long time ago. That you think, it kind of seems duh, so obvious, how could I forget this? That this world is very rich in magic. And sometimes people who are evil want to draw this power for their own purposes. A pretty common story, as you think about it, is the power to cheat death. The finality of death has always been, it's been in religions and all sorts of species. Even golems, have a different take on the finality of death. Magic gives you power. What could be more powerful than cheating death? So of course you'd want to have, groups of people hunting down to get enough power to somehow cheat death. Does that mean it makes the person immortal? Allegedly, a story of Nighthawks of Art is that she was a normal person who quested to be immortal in life. Is it a person who wants to be dead and then return from the dead? You've read a really lame story that had the line somehow Palpatine in it. But it's a story in the library, and people for some reason give an unusual credence to it for whatever reason. You've also heard of plenty of tragic love stories where the person wanted to bring someone back from the dead, but in attempting doing so caused greater harm and evil than just letting it go. as sort of a life lesson. And then, tying with that, there is the hero of Vospor's account on the whole Empyrean army. The hero was dueling the captain, right? High level view of the war. Things are going garbage for the people of Weik until I'm trying to figure out where my history section is. Up until the four heroes of Vosport challenged the leader of the army, Vask Merlon, particularly Mari Jabal, entering a one-on-one duel. And one thing in Mari Jabal's memoirs is that Vask wanted to harness the power of Weik to bring immortality for his master, to allow him to become a god. Is the source where that same Empyrean army trying to come back for round 2? Is Weik ready for round 2? Is Weik ready for round 2? You remember in the dream you had earlier, there was some kind of black spot near the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Was that dream trying to tell you something? Magical dreams do try to tell a lot of people a lot of things.
So remind me, Dagna has a pretty good sense of like the Empyrean War timeline, I would imagine.
Yes.
Assuming that we're on a similar trajectory now, what is next?
Assuming it follows the same steps of Imperium, this Imperium War 400 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the timeline between Comet and the week of, what did I call it? The week of Fire and Lightning. Yeah, the week of Thunder and Lightning. I mean, you already should hear like cities burning right now. Yeah, news could travel slow, but even with all the sending stones, you probably would have heard news of like, hey, Backfort is no more.
Mm-hmm.
But that hasn't happened yet. It's kind of strange. Yeah, the next phase would be lightning coming from the sides and pounding with impunity.
Right.
Perhaps they're learn from their failures somehow and try a different strategy. But you do have a piece of cloth, which is probably more, probably a better hit than you could actually hope for.
Right.
Because the rest of this job looks like it was set up to be a Madland Raiders job.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's really giving you a solid lead as to otherwise is this cloth. This cloth is way too fancy for a Madland Raider to be wearing.
Right.
This far out.
So I guess, something that I'm still a little confused on, and I might have just missed it, but like where do the Madland Raiders fit in?
With your logical skills of deduction, this looks like a setup for the Madland Raiders.
That's where I was leaning. Okay.
Yeah. Some other group is trying to make this place look like this was a Madlands Raider job.
Right.
Perhaps, actually, when you think about it, maybe this is what George is really worried about, trying to run back to his friends.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't think there's much left here, Dogna. Probably should get going before the bears start waking up.
Yeah, I think that we've seen all that there is to see.
Well, at least we know the cause of the explosion, and at least get that bounty.
Solasar,
Hmm?
indulge me in a little thought experiment. Just humor me for a second.
Okay.
If history were to repeat itself and the Empyrean War began anew, do you think that we could survive it?
You know, I always believe in the fate of magic that, yes, I think we could.
I don't know whether to call you foolishly optimistic or to find hope in your words, but suppose for now I'll choose to do the latter.
If we believe a war is already lost before it started, then we have truly lost.
Suppose that's fair.
Kalis nods over to Ileana, listening.
Ash actually is gonna. Who has the fabric at the moment?
I do.
Ash is gonna go up to Kalis and softly speak to him. Wait, I think I could figure out where this scent is going. It might just be wise if just the two of us went a little bit further into this forest. See if we can figure this whole fabric thing out.
Without turning to face him, she replies, "Yes, probably easier for who to move, you and I. Did
You
we
can help
slip
find
away?"
us. Yeah, I can help us find out where, some food in case we need it. And you're a huntress. We'll figure this out. You might want to tell your friends.
Illy, what the hells are you doing? And then Kalis turns around and sees her apparently trying to put her head in the bear's mouth as he's sleeping.
I can't do it. I can't do it, sister. I can't save the world again. I can't do it. I need a fucking hot tub. Not to
Gingerly-
save the world.
Sorry, I realized that's one of those things I was committing away from.
I gingerly put my hands over her
I
shoulder,
smeared the bacon on my face. Kill me.
gently pulling her away, trying to pull her away. I don't know what you're referring to, but I
Oh,
am.
sorry. I was having an episode. I'm sorry. What was happening over here?
I realize it's
1 o'clock. So I just have to tell everyone something. Dagna's revelation, so to speak. Where's Groka?
Where
Groka
is Kroka?
has taken the 3 dead bodies over to the trees over here. And some of you you probably don't see him at this moment, but you do hear a dull hammering sound.
What?
Oh no.
You hear a dull hammering sound.
What is that noise? Is that the
I'm
bear?
assuming that Dagna knows what's going on.
She might.
I mean,
don't know
Reyna
if-
doesn't know what's going on. I'm assuming Dagna does.
I don't know if Dagna has been around Groka before when he's been with dead bodies.
I am very concerned right now.
So anyway, Kalis, you come out and you see that Groka, the bodies are stripped down to basically their skivvies. And so far, one of them has had their chest completely split open
Oh,
What the fuck?
and exposing the chest of the person, and the cut goes all the way down to the navel, and they are just laying exposed like that. And he is currently working on the second one. The hammering that you heard was him using a rock that he found, and he is splitting the sternum bone of the person.
Okay, I'm going to say that no, Dagna has absolutely no idea what's happening right now.
Kalis looks at it. If there's no reaction to her stepping on the wood creaking,
Nope, not at all.
and she
To
just
him, this is
backs-
very normal. What he
backs
is doing.
away slowly and quietly closes the door, but promptly falls off, I guess. I don't know. I suppose, Dagna, that you can tell Goroka later. He appears to be busy.
Okay.
I'm going to. Ash and I are going to try and gather more information. If this place is going to be my home, I feel like I have to do something to make sure it's not upset by anyone. So, I'll be back sometime. And then hopefully you can focus on doing other things.
Are you sure?
But she puts her hand on Ash's head and scratches behind the ear. No, but whatever you discovered, it sounds very important. And 2 travels faster than 6.
I suppose you're right. Just be careful. I mean, this place is dangerous enough without having the disadvantage of being entirely new to it.
It's... Unless they have anything that's as large as a rancor, I think I'll be fine. Ash and I will be fine. Oh, but I probably won't be able to find someone to fix these. And she takes off the tracker goggles and extends them. Or
She'll-
hunting goggles.
Yeah, she'll take them. Are you sure you'll be okay without them?
I could be. It'll be a nice challenge.
Hmm.
And thankfully, I still have this little thing. That maybe, perhaps in the future, you'll be able to find me if I can get it working. She shows the distress beacon and then pockets it again.
Mm-hmm. Just
Ash will mention one thing to Kalis while it's happening. Kalis, I think I have some good news. Wherever these are, they're not part of a larger group. Yeah, I only smelled the 4.
Replying telepathically. Well, we better make sure then.
It's the hope. I don't think, while they may seem organized, do not think they're part of a larger organization.
In any case, she says aloud, as long as Ileana does not decide to put her head into any bear's mouths again, all of you should do fine. And Paladin Salazar, if you
Going on a
break
hunt?
my if you break my sister's heart, I will take your short sword.
That's my
And with that, she smiles and then
That's my sister.
Starts. So he looks at Ash and then nods. And she is ready to go to follow her companion.
Deeper into the forest. Yes, the intention of this little side, I would call it a side quest, for Kalis is more of a, there are someone from space coming in. Like another crashed ship. Not like, there's a giant starship flying up there. If that makes sense. They're not threatening the world. They just kill these random people for whatever reason.
So Ileana can.
Eliana does not have to put her head into the bear.
Bear seppuku.
She's not. She's just looking. She's just looking.
My, those are fine teeth you have.
Kalis got a dog. This is bigger than a dog. It's fluffy.
Yeah, that's most of it is. It's fluffy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I bet he would clean up real nice.
No, you lost your dog in one campaign, just to gain a dog in another one.
God damn it.
Everything's coming full circle, man.
No, it's not a full circle. It's a cycle. It's Sisyphus and the rock. I'd lost my pet dragon, and then I got a dog. I lost the dog, and I got a new dog. What's next? I'm gonna lose the horse.
You're gonna lose your horse, and then you're gonna get another dog. Then you'll lose the dog and get a dog.
Get another dragon.
And then you'll get another dog.
Okay. I would love to stay in
It's late,
chat
I
more,
understand.
but I do need to go help Key with something.
Yeah, it is 1 a.m.
Love you guys. Good night.
Good
Love you,
night.
Jared.
I'm sad,
Night.
but I'm not crying.
No, save
won't
that
be
for
the-
tomorrow.
Yeah, it won't be the end of Kalis' story either, but yes.
All right. Night.
All right, nice.
See you tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow.
We could take the rest of this just saying you guys can walk back to whatchamacallit and take the money.
Yeah.